All right, so we're diving deep today
Deep.
into annuities. Specifically, Athene AccuMax 7. One listeners have been asking about it, and we've got some excerpts to really unpack this thing.
That's good info here.
Yeah, and for anyone nearing retirement,
Right.
fixed indexed annuities are interesting.
Oh, yeah, okay.
They're looking for that balance, growth, but without losing sleep over every market hiccup.
You don't want to be on that roller coaster when you're,
Exactly.
close to retirement.
So let's start with the growth potential. This is where the Athene AccuMax 7, it claims to really shine, right?
It does.
Even when things are shaky. How do they even pull that off?
Well, they use what they call multi-year crediting strategies, and it's all about high participation rates.
So break that down. What does that even mean for somebody like me?
Okay, so imagine, right, the potential gains of a market, let's say the S&P 500. It's like a pie.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, and your participation rate is how big a slice you get.
Gotcha.
Higher rate, bigger slice.
Okay.
Makes sense. And multi-year, they're not just looking at like today, tomorrow. They're looking over a longer time frame, smoothing out.
So it's not as reactive to the day-to-day craziness.
Not about timing the market,
Gotcha. Okay, so the potential's there, but let's face it, markets go down too.
Right.
What about protection? What happens when things...
That's where the beauty of this annuity structure really comes in. Because with the Athene AccuMax 7, you're not directly invested in the market. You don't actually experience those losses when the market dips.
Right.
What you do is your gains are locked in. And there's this guaranteed interest rate for the initial withdrawal charge period. Think of it like a safety net.
Okay.
So you've got like a floor under your investment.
Okay, I like that visual. It's like, even if the market takes a nosedive, you're not going to free fall with it. You've got that cushion.
Exactly.
Okay, so we've talked about growth, we've talked about protection, but this is where it gets really interesting, right?
Yeah.
7 different interest crediting strategies.
Yeah.
And they've got indices in here. I mean, S&P 500, sure, we all know that one, but AI-powered multi-asset index, AMAX, Schiller Barclays, KP Allocator 6, like what are these? And
so it's really about choice.
Okay.
Right? Yes. You're choosing how much risk, how much potential reward you want. S&P 500, it's like 500 of the biggest U.S. companies, tracks the market overall.
Okay.
AMAX, now this is interesting.
Yeah.
They use algorithms, right, to analyze a whole bunch of assets, trying to get those higher returns.
Okay.
And then you've got Schiller Barclays. Long-term value, trying to avoid those short-term swings.
So you've got options.
You got options.
It's not a one-size-fits-all.
Not at all.
But before we get lost in the weeds of those choices, what about Athene itself?
Sure.
I mean, are they solid? Can we trust them?
So Athene, they've actually got really strong financial ratings.
Okay.
From the big agencies. We're talking S&P, Fitch, AM Best.
These are the names?
Moody's. These are the ones you want to see.
They got the gold stars.
Exactly. And on top of that, they've got this strategic partnership with Apollo Global Management. Huge in the investment world.
Oh, yeah?
Managing like over $300 billion in assets.
Wow.
So that partnership, it means they've got like serious investment expertise backing them up.
So it's not just that they're stable, it's that they know what they're doing.
Right.
Okay, that's good to hear. Now, benefits, flexibility. What stands out to you here?
Well, the withdrawals are pretty flexible. You can take out like up to 10% of your premium every year. No penalties. And they've got these things called confinement and terminal illness waivers.
Okay. Now, those are important.
They are.
Because it's real life, right?
Real life.
It's not just, numbers on a page.
Right.
So what are those?
So let's say, unfortunately, you get seriously ill.
Yeah.
You need access to your money. These waivers, they let you take out more than that 10% without the usual charges.
Okay.
It's like a little bit of compassion built in. And of course, you've got the death benefits. So making sure
beneficiaries are...
Their beneficiaries, they're protected.
Taken care of. Yeah, that's crucial.
It is.
Okay, now, we can't just talk about the good stuff. We got to talk about fees, charges. What's the catch?
Well, like anything, there's got to be some fine print. So full transparency here.
Yeah.
If you withdraw more than that free amount.
That 10%?
Yeah. In the first 7 years, there are charges.
Okay.
And then there's this thing called the market value adjustment, MVA.
Okay, that sounds complicated.
It's tied to interest rates. And it can affect how much you actually get when you withdraw during those first 7 years. So let's say interest rates have gone up since you got the annuity.
Right.
This MVA, it might reduce your withdrawal amount. It's basically...
to protect the company.
Yeah, to protect them from potential losses.
Gotcha.
Because of those rate changes.
So it's like a balancing act.
It is. It is.
All right. So with all this, if somebody's listening and they're thinking, okay, Athene AccuMax 7, maybe this is for me. What's the key takeaway you want them to walk away with?
I think the biggest thing is this annuity, it gives you that mix of growth potential and protection, which when you're planning for retirement, that's gold.
Right.
But, and this is a big but, any financial product, it's going to have complexities.
Yeah, definitely.
Trade-offs you got to think about. That's why you really need personalized advice, somebody to walk you through it all. Answer your questions, figure out if it actually fits your goals.
Right. Your specific situation.
Your risk tolerance, exactly.
Couldn't agree more. And that's where I would say diversified insurance brokers.
They're great.
They really know their stuff.
They do.
Especially with annuities.
Yeah, they can really.
Like you make those informed decisions.
Absolutely.
So, listener, if you're intrigued by the Athene AccuMax 7, that next step.
Yeah.
Reach out to diversified insurance brokers.
That's the way to go.
Get that personalized plan. They can really help you build that retirement. That gives you confidence and peace of mind.
Couldn't say it better myself.
All right, there you have it.
Another deep dive.
Another deep dive. We'll see you next time.
See you then.
Bye.
Bye.